One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. Epictetus famously said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." By focusing only on what is within our control and letting go of what is not, we eliminate unnecessary stress and frustration. When we worry about things beyond our controls, such as the opinions of others, the outcome of certain events, or global issues, we allow ourselves to be victims of circumstances. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to shift our focus to our own actions, attitudes, and reactions, which are the only things we can truly govern. Start by identifying areas in your life that you worry about unnecessarily. Write down these concerns. Then ask yourself, is this within my control? Direct your energy towards areas that you can influence, whether it's your career, health, or relationships. Focus on actions that reflect your values and goals. Use the mantra, "I control my response," whenever you face external stressors. The Stoics believed that challenges, hardships, and obstacles are not to be avoided but embraced. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This strategy revolves around viewing difficulties not as setbacks, but as opportunities to strengthen your character and develop your virtues. When you encounter a challenge, whether at work, in a relationship, or within yourself, instead of resisting it, consider how you can use it as a stepping stone. Every obstacle is an opportunity to practice patience, courage, or wisdom that are essential to Stoic philosophy. How to apply it? When facing an obstacle, ask yourself, how can I use this situation to grow? Reframe problems by recognizing that each one helps you cultivate resilience. Learn patience and develop wisdom. Instead of seeing challenges as inconveniences, see them as integral to your journey towards self-mastery. While it may seem counterintuitive, Stoicism encourages us to regularly practice negative visualization. This technique involves imagining the worst-case scenarios, such as losing a loved one, facing illness, or losing a job. By doing so, we prepare ourselves mentally for potential setbacks and come to appreciate what we currently have. Negative visualization is not about becoming pessimistic, but rather about cultivating gratitude for the present. When we imagine what life might be like without our current blessings, we increase our appreciation for them, which in turn strengthens our resilience when faced with inevitable hardships. Spend a few minutes each day imagining the loss of something valuable to you, whether it's your health, a relationship, or a material. Use this practice as a way to appreciate the present moment and to recognize the impermanence of life. Reframe your thinking by recognizing that every day you have with what you value is a gift. For the Stoics, living in harmony with nature was essential to living a good life. This doesn't only mean the natural world, but also our nature as human beings. We have been given reason, virtue, and purpose, and it is our duty to align our actions with these qualities. Living according to nature involves accepting the natural flow of life, which includes birth, death, joy, and sorrow. Stoics believe that everything in life is transient and follows a natural order. By accepting life's impermanence, we can free ourselves from the fear of loss and death, and instead, focus on living virtuously in the present moment. Reflect on the things in your life that are beyond your control, such as the seasons or the course of your own health. Accept that life is full of changes and uncertainties. Recognize that human suffering, death, and hardship are part of the natural cycle of existence. Rather than resist them, learn to live with them. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the present moment and for the natural world. One of the core Stoic teachings is that while we cannot always control the events around us, we can control how we respond to them. Our thoughts, actions, and attitudes are within our power, and it is through the choices we make that we define ourselves. This strategy encourages us to view ourselves not as victims of circumstance, but as active participants in shaping our lives. By recognizing the power of choice, we empower ourselves to respond to challenges with wisdom and integrity. In every challenging situation, pause and ask, what is within my control here? Practice choosing your response deliberately, instead of reacting impulsively. Take a moment to reflect on how best to respond in alignment with your values. Remind yourself daily that you are responsible for your thoughts and actions, and choose them wisely. Self-discipline is a hallmark of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes not from indulging every impulse or desire, but from exercising control over them. By practicing self-discipline, we can direct our energy toward what truly matters and avoid the distractions that lead us away from our goals. Whether it's avoiding overindulgence, controlling negative emotions, or staying focused on long-term goals, self-discipline enables us to stay grounded and purposeful in a world full of distractions. Set clear, realistic goals for yourself and create a plan to achieve them. Break down your goals into smaller tasks and focus on completing them step by step. Practice resisting temptations that take you off track. Whether they are material indulgences or unhealthy habits, incorporate small acts of self-discipline into your daily routine, such as waking up early, exercising regularly, or prioritizing work over distractions. For the Stoics, virtue was the highest good. Virtue encompasses qualities such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By focusing on developing these virtues, we create an inner foundation that remains unshaken by external circumstances. Instead of seeking external validation or material success, Stoics emphasize living in accordance with virtues. By developing our character and aligning our actions with these virtues, we achieve true happiness regardless of external conditions. Reflect daily on how you can act in accordance with virtues such as wisdom, courage, and integrity. When faced with a decision, ask yourself, what would be the virtuous choice here? Avoid becoming attached to external success or material wealth. Focus instead on living in alignment with your values. One of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is the awareness of death. Marcus Aurelius regularly reminded himself that life is fleeting, and by contemplating death, we can appreciate life more deeply and make the most of our time. By accepting the inevitability of death, we remove the fear of it and use our limited time wisely. Instead of fearing the unknown, we are motivated to live fully, cultivate meaningful relationships, and contribute to the world around us. Reflect on the impermanence of life, and use this awareness to prioritize what matters most. Practice mindfulness of death by reminding yourself daily that time is limited. Take action today to live in alignment with your highest values. Knowing that life is short. One of the key goals of Stoicism is to master our emotions. While it is natural to feel anger, fear, or sadness, Stoics teach us not to let these emotions control us. Instead, we can cultivate rationality and emotional resilience. By recognizing that our emotions are often based on distorted perceptions. Acknowledging our emotions without letting them dictate our actions, we achieve greater emotional control and equanimity.